Our story begins at the Hospital of Testes, where millions of sperm are created every hour. These developing sperm are delivered in the room of spermatogonia and are cared for by the head nurse, Mrs. Sertoli. However, this story focuses on the tale of young Spermeul. Spermeul, as all other sperm, was taken to the seminiferous halls where he was given a series of tests. Each test passed promoted him to a new title. Spermeul began as a lowly spermagonium. Spermeul passed the first test, which was mitosis. He was promoted to primary spermatocyte, and it resulted in him being doubled. He then passed the second test, which was meiosis 1, and was promoted to secondary spermatocyte, which halved him again. His third test, which was meiosis 2, made him a spermatid and halved him for the last time. Spermeul aced his last test and achieved the grand title of sperm. Spermeul grew up in the town of Epididymis, where he stayed until he went on to study at the University of Vast Deferens. At university, his roommate's seminal vesicle exposed him to all sorts of different foods, which essentially gave him the energy to handle the tiresome workload. At one point, he was even introduced to a peculiar drink by an odd man on the street who said his name was prostate gland. This gentleman said the drink was meant to protect him in his future travels. After Spermeul graduated from university, he then went on to move to a town called Urethra. Before moving there, Spermeul was delayed by the Cowper's gland cleaning crew, who had to clear the route of dangerous chemicals after a particularly hot rain of yellow waste. He, however, didn't stay in Urethra for too long and soon enough moved to Pennisville.
Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Tonight we have Spermeul joining us for a once-in-a-month prize, the egg. This egg, of course, is only for reference. The real egg is 16 times bigger than Spermeul himself. So tell me, Spermeul, are you ready to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Oh yes, I'm swimming in excitement.
That's the attitude. All you need to do is answer these 10 questions to win the grand prize. Remember, Spermeul, out of 500 million of you, only one make it to fertilize the egg. Now, without further ado, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Here's your first question for $200,000. Where is the place that fertilization occurs? A, the fallopian tube. B, the uterus. C, the cervix. Or D, the ovaries?
Well, that's an easy one because the egg only lives for up to 48 hours after ovulation. It's got to be the fallopian tubes. The egg would never be fertilized in the cervix, and it would take too long for the egg to reach the uterus to be fertilized on time. Lastly, the ovaries are to create the egg, not to fertilize it. So my final answer is A.
Well, that is correct, Spermeul. Congratulations, you won $2,000. Now on to our next question for $400,000. What is the definition of spermatogenesis? A, the development of the egg. B, the development of the sperm. C, the development of the human body. Or D, the development of the fetus?
Well, A, C, and D don't have the word sperm in it, so it's got to be B, the development of sperm.
Are you sure?
B is my final answer.
Congratulations, Spermeul. That is the correct answer, my C-mate. Get it? C-mate? C-mate? Ha. $4,000 richer than when we started. Now on to the third question. For $8,000, in order for fertilization to occur, the sperm must travel this way to get to the egg. A, testicles, seminiferous tubules, vas deferens, penis. B, cervix, vagina, fallopian tubes, uterus. C, vagina, cervix, uterus, fallopian tubes. Or D, testicles, seminal vesicle, Cowper's gland, and prostate gland.
I'm going to go with C, vagina, cervix, uterus, and fallopian tubes.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is 3 for 3. You're on fire, Spermeul. Now on to the fourth question for $16,000. After ovulation from follicles and possible fertilization, the female eggs travel through these structures. Is it A, the pulmonary circulation, B, the systemic circulation, C, fimbriae, fallopian tube, and to the uterus, or D, none of the above?
This is a pretty easy question. I'm going to go with the fimbriae, fallopian tubes, and then to the uterus.
That is correct. You have officially earned $16,000. Now for our fifth question for $32,000. What are the components of semen? Is it A, flagellum and sperm, B. Sperm and fluid secretions, C. Fluid secretions and flagellum, or D. Sertoli cells and fluid secretions?
I'm gonna go with sperm and fluid secretions.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, that is correct, Spermeul. We are halfway there, ladies and gentlemen, but now it's time for a short break. Stay tuned for our final questions.
Going out for date night with your man is nice, but I think women would agree. Snuggling up after is kind of nice too. But here's the thing. About half of men over 40 have some degree of erectile dysfunction. Well, Viagra helps guys with ED get and keep an erection.
Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Today we have a very competent Spermeul with us. He's managed to answer the first 5 questions. Now, will he get to fertilize the egg? Will he win the $1 million prize? Let's find out on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. For $64,000 during ovulation, what bursts from the ovary? A. Sperm, B. Corpus luteum, C. Follicle, D. An oocyte.
Looks like I'm gonna keep taking your money. I'm gonna go with D. Oocyte.
Are you sure about that, Spermeul?
Yes.
Once again, Spermeul, you have proven to be a very intelligent sperm. Well then, for $1 million and the egg, what happens to the sperm when it meets the egg? A. The follicle forms. B. The zygote forms. C. Water is produced. D. An embryo forms.
Wow. This has got to be the toughest question yet. Oh, sperm gods. I think the answer is B.
You have done it, Spermeul. Congratulations, you won the $1 million prize and the egg. How do you feel?
I would like to thank everyone that helped and protected me, those who gave me energy and helped me mature. Especially, I would like to thank Mr. Andrews for teaching me everything that I needed to know.
Interesting, this Mr. Andrews man seems like a great guy. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Spermeul, for playing. We'll see you guys in another 9 months.